Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3.
The mining warden's hearing for the application lodged by Barrick Ningini Limited, which owns 95% of Porgera Gold Mines. Their exploration license number EL 454 and 858 expired in 4th of August 2018. And the hearing is scheduled for 27th of September at Payam Sports Field in Porgera.
I was there together with all the people, all the affected landowners, to strongly object to the exploration licenses. This was the first time in 30 years, almost 30 years, for people to come out like that, because people were interested coming out to express their feelings.
The mining warden started a meeting at 10 o'clock and everybody came in groups and object the application lodged by Barrick.
Firstly, name Lomi, copy Wapa, the mining warden, Nivokwatan MRA, Minerals Resources Authority. Nibla application, lo newspaper, the Mibla Gazette team, lo National Gazette, lo Tislabun by come up as a lawyer. This application, I'll put him come inside. I'm Lord Renew, or extending tubular exploration license, allow him EL 858, now EL 454.
Mining warden put in an advertisement saying Barrick has applied for extension of their license, and anyone who want to object, you have to lodge it by the 7th of September 2018. So we did that. And then those objectors and anybody else who want to object must come to Porgera. So we have publicized a notice to entire Porgera Valley. If you like Barrick to continue mining here or develop another mine outside of Porgera Special Mining List, then you come and tell the government. This is the time for you to come and air your views. And Justice Foundation and Porgera landowners and the councillors, the leaders are willing to help you to present your case.
Loto Kotem, Warren must come, keep them thinking low proper ground. So now, they must talk out Kiliotem, suppose you got ground inside of this Tupla EL 858 and 454, you got right Lotokto. Suppose you know got ground inside of this Tupla area, Loto Kotem, maybe not allow him Lotokto.
About 98% of the entire population of those two EL areas, EL 454 and EL 858, totally object Barrick from carrying out any more activities within those ELs.
Porgera is made up of various clans and tribes, and social differences among the tribes is quite strong. There's never been a unity there. People are suspicious of each other, but it was so amazing that all those tribal clans and tribal groups came out together in unity to show that they were not pleased with the mine operator.
All the enemies who have been fighting, they came together to kick Barrick out because they are causing problems.
So the primary purpose of our exploration on the exploration licenses is to search for more gold. This is in order to discover new gold mines and provide jobs, royalties and support for community projects.
The crowd that we saw, the groups that we saw, the banners that we saw on the objection hearing, I was very surprised. They put aside all their differences. They put aside all their tribal differences, all the conflicts, for getting Barrick out of Porgera. That's a common position they have taken. I was really amazed.
Our exploration is very similar to hunting. So we must spend time in the bush in very remote areas. We have to walk in our search for gold. So it's very similar to hunting, just like the images that you see here, where people go into the bush.
Because of Barrick's contacts in the past 30 years running Porgera gold mine, the people, they have observed Barrick's attitudes and behaviors and the contacts totally against the people. Their land has been destroyed. Company failed to provide alternate land. In Papua New Guinea, people live on the land, and when you destroy the land, there's no other place to go. They have been displaced. Justice Foundation was appointed by 17 of the clans in the SML, which consists of about 24 clans. 70 of them form Justice Foundation to represent them. And on that day, the entire people of Porgera Valley asked Justice Foundation to help them to present their objections to the 2 exploration licenses. Justice Foundation organized their lawyers to speak on behalf of the entire Porgera community, which covers populations within those 2 ELs.
This up EL 454 and the Karamabin or mountain here, Karamabin over a mountain inside of Porgera and the EL 454 in Karamabin. EL 858 and Karamabin boundary with the Mount Kare. So, office of the government, please do not mislead the people. Lori looking you me Lori looking you me and you be must honest. Lori you suffering now, Negayanga, Ubalik, over the police from mountain. Outside of mountains, the mountain here outside, Money Warren, you know, travel on ground floor. Some are legally misleading and me correcting.
Canadian mining survivors! Human rights! Human rights! Human rights!
About 95% of the people were objecting to the licenses, and about 5% of the local contractors and the employees, they supported Barrick's application.
They were bringing one banner and said, Barrick stop, me stop. That means Barrick stays, I stay here. Whereas everyone else is on their banners, the entire 98 population said Barrick is out of Porgera, Barrick is environmental terrorist, Barrick is not paid for compensation or whatever. It's only 2%, which consists of the Barrick's contractors and their employees, and those specifically handpicked and set up by Barrick to support them, they were supporting.
For me, local jobs, obtaining local knowledge of the areas, and most importantly, successful exploration for the next generation of mines.
We have submitted about 6 volumes containing about 12 objections. Those were displayed on the table to show to the public and the mining warden that those objection documents were submitted to the government. That is volume 2. That is the exploration license issues based on law and on technical grounds. And our people are not that educated. And they got right to appoint their lawyers or their spokesmen to speak for them. And that right was denied by the mining warden when he said he will not allow the landowner's lawyer to speak.
Thank you, Jonathan. I will not allow your lawyer to talk, but you as landowner, you give your views. You gave your views already. I've already collected them, noted them, so we will leave it as that.
Thank you, Mr. Warren. On your record, in your minutes, you must record him also. You deny rights for landowners, like appointing lawyer from all, like representing more. You have to record that you denying the landowners' rights to appoint the lawyers to speak for them. I want that to be recorded in your minutes. Okay. Secondly, you must also put it on record that by not allowing the landowners' lawyers to talk, you denying procedural fairness. And that is to be recorded.
Thank you. I will record that, but
I see that it is out of normal contact of mining warden hearing. I publicly told him, mining warden, he's supposed to play an impartial, independent role to hear all parties. Now he seems to be compromising with the applicant and is shutting up landowners' lawyers from speaking.
There was many confusion. Why was the company trying to get an exploration license when the special mining lease was expiring in less than 7 months' time?
SML expire no ang RFM salim program mine. That's why I'm apply law to play earlier. I'm apply 2 years because I'm can salim exploration license. I'm RFM salim SML because SML expire law 5 months 2019. So you look at foul.
I'm a geologist by training myself. And after graduating in 1993, I started to work with the mine, Porgera mine, but realizing that the mine was destroying the livelihood downstream, I had to resign and come out and started to dispute the company's activities.
I mean, no thinking was I'm like working with work long exploration work here. 30 years Barrick has been in Porgera. Now one of an exploration work has been working. Thank you.
During the mining was hearing, there were about 3,000 to 5,000 people. They object to it. They want Barrick to develop another mine because that means they will destroy more land, they will destroy more environment. They are not looking after those people who are suffering there. So why should Porgera people allow Barrick to develop another mine to be treated the same way they are mistreating the other landowners in Porgera Valley? It's no point. Should get rid of Barrick entirely out of Porgera and Papua New Guinea because they're a bad company.
The affected landowners have come out clearly. They have come out clearly and told government officials and the world that we are not happy. Although we are happy with the exploration work to extend the existing mine life, but it's the reputation of the applicant, the Barrick, that the people are not happy.
We are not stupid. We want land within the Justice Foundation want to make sure that justice prevails and that the benefit from the mine is equally shared between those stakeholders who are affected and impacted by the mine.